what is TAB? Let us know.
Sure. Well, I'll start with why we exist, and that is to make the lives of business owners better. We fundamentally believe that the business owners in the UK are the engine of the economy. They're the heroes. They're the people who take the risks, who employ people, who generate revenue, income, GDP, all that kind of stuff. And the irony is that a lot of people from the outside look at them and think they're fairly indestructible and they must have amazing lives and everything's always going swimmingly for them. But actually, the bigger their businesses get, typically the lonelier they get, and the bigger the decisions get that they have to take, and therefore the pressure mounts, and it can be a really, really lonely place to exist. So we are here to ensure that they aren't lonely, that they've got people who they can turn to for real world advice, and that they can be really open and honest and kind of genuine with, which is tricky, actually, trying to find people who you trust enough to be 100% honest. So the way we do that primarily is through putting them around tables with other business owners who are like them, running non-competing businesses, and all of them every month in that same group get to bring issues or opportunities they've got going on in their businesses and get advice from their fellow business owners. So it's real world advice. It's aimed at them specifically as individuals. It's not kind of generic advice that you could get in a book or even on AI, to be a bit topical. So that's who we are, and that's who we serve, and we love doing it.
Fantastic.
It's normally from one of those two kind of groups, I'd say. So yeah, people who have done some sort of coaching or consulting themselves, even if they've done coaching within a kind of corporate framework, where they've been senior managers who actually really recognize the value to be had from coaching their teams to sort of better performance and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of us have come from a corporate background, and very often have got to a crossroads of some sort in their career where they might be tired of the politics, they might be just ready to do something new. So some are definitely escaping something, and some are much more kind of forward focused on the moving towards something new. But you're spending most of the first year building your business, and therefore meeting lots of business owners, and hopefully converting a certain proportion of them who go, yes please Harvey, I'd love to come and join one of your one of your peer boards and have you as my coach. So that's, you're spending most of your time doing that in year one, to be honest, and you'll be starting to deliver the services from kind of typically from sort of month 4 onwards, something like that, where you'll have got your first board up and running. You'll be then doing a bit of a blend of business development and kind of service delivery, if you like. And then really by the time you're into year 2, you should be you're through your initial launch, and then you start to make decisions about how big you want your business to be, and whether you want to do it just on your own, whether you want to bring people in. And we run our own internal peer boards of all of our franchisees. So those are the kind of things that they typically bring along to those kind of meetings. It's like, I've got this far. It's like I've now got some choices in terms of how big and how bold do I want to be. So they get their fellow franchisees to help them with those decisions, which is great. So we practice what we preach. And then so a typical month then, if you're running a TAB franchise that you've got off the ground, is you might be running 3 half-day board meetings in the month with your 3 different groups. If you've got 3 groups, you've got roughly 20 people you're working with, so you're going to be doing 20 coaching sessions in a month. We still do the vast majority of those in person. Our clients, so we call them members, they love that in-person element rather than doing it on Zoom, for example. And then we've got strategic kind of programs that we offer as well. So you might be running a couple of kind of strategy delivery programs with the clients that you've got, but just more in depth and working with their teams rather than just the owner.